But sadly for the Kiwis, Ganguly too was an ominous touch.
That's good use of his feet. He's found the gap as well, so Ganguly starting off to the boundary here.
He's very assured against spinners, stepping out. Good user of the feet, sort of Ganguly.
Yes, very good shot. There's a man at point, no chance at all. Just wheezes it through.
From the commentary box, Ganguly's former teammate got another opportunity to admire his unconventional batting technique.
A couple of advantages that Ganguly gets, and most batsmen who have a good bottom hand, is they get the power from the bottom hand because that is very dominant. And it also provides more control over shots than you would with, when you have two top hands. That is not the ideal grip for a batsman, but Ganguly is one, batsman you can actually see him reaping great benefits by using that bottom hand of his.
Oh, beautiful stroke. Ganguly has the ability to hit the ball from four without appearing to try to hit it too hard.
I remember so well, I was there doing commentary, and he was really geared to get 100 because he was batting at number 5, I think, or number 6, so he didn't had too many opportunity to get a big score, and this was the time when he realized that he should just go in there, stick to the basics, and get into 20s and 30s, and then start playing big shots.
But not all from the middle of the bat.
Edged and no chance, I don't think, for first slip. No chance for backward point. 4 more. Now that's gone too. Ganguly joins the party.
Maybe you can keep the runs down, cramping Ganguly for room, but he's such a good player.
Another partnership was developing between two of Indian cricket's most brilliant batting talents.
But it always helps when you have somebody like, first of all, Tendulkar at the other end, and doing so well. The opposition is in disarray. They're continuously thinking of ways to disturb the two. And you actually, after the initial nerves and once you're set, I think you really have an easier time at hand. So it definitely makes a difference to have Sachin at the other end doing well.
His captain had reached a brilliant 100. It was Ganguly's turn now to make a move.
Oh, I think you see, I'm saying you give him width. You're opening up the offside and you're playing to his strength. Surely you must try around the wicket. You must.
And this time on the other side of point. Another couple here for Ganguly. And as this innings progresses, Ganguly's timing is getting better and better. Oh, that's a lovely shot. He's just eased into that one, Ganguly, and the ball sped away to the fence.
Timing is superb. Here it is, the 44th boundary of the day for India. That just creams it.
That's timed nicely. That should be Ganguly's 50. And that's the 20th boundary of the session. So 11th 50 in Test match cricket for Sourav Ganguly.
Ganguly reached his half-century of the last ball of the day. It was a patient innings. The partnership with Tendulkar was still carrying on, and India were in a strong position. The next day saw some more magic from Ganguly.
That's beautifully timed. You don't need to run for those. That's come out right out of the center of the bat.
Watching from the dressing room, Ganguly's teammates settled in for the treat. He was at his sublime best through the offside.
I think he's a superb timer of the cricket ball, and I think though, people tend to forget that he's really improved his leg side game as well, and he's really bats really well on the leg side as well now. It's not easy for bowlers to bowl on his legs and tie him up nowadays. So he's obviously got that offside strength of his, but I think he's worked so hard in his leg side game that it's really difficult sometimes for bowlers to bowl anywhere to.
It was difficult that day for bowlers to bowl anywhere to Ganguly, so the Kiwis unleashed a barrage of short-pitch stuff to unsettle Ganguly. And they did have some success, although they didn't get him out. A bruised Sourav Ganguly is like a wounded tiger, and that day the Kiwis were his prey.
Ganguly's had his problems with the short delivery in the past. The Kiwis tried to ruffle him with some short stuff. On this day, Ganguly was equal to the occasion.
There he's gone, down the wicket. Hardly seems like justice. Congratulations to the batsman. Down the wicket and over the top, but Vettori will feel just a little aggrieved there. 340 for 3.
But the guile of Daniel Vettori's left-arm spin did make an impression.
Daniel Vettori, I think, in that series was very impressive for somebody who comes from New Zealand. And Ganguly, I remember saying in that series that he respected Vettori as a left-arm spinner. It's a little hard to believe because he was scoring quite a few of him.
He struck that. That was no push. It was quite close to the bowler, but he hit it so hard. 4 more.
You see, this is how he plays the spinners. Block, block, down the pitch, and wallops it.
Oh, that's a great shot. Magnificent cricket shot. On the charge, and that never left the carpet.
Vettori's skill got him the occasional brownie point, but the bigger battle was being won by Ganguly hands down.
Ganguly loves batting against the left-arm spinners. Daniel Vettori had dismissed him in the last game, and it was evident that Ganguly had a score to settle. He went after the left-arm spinner.
But he didn't spare the off-spinner either. And while the bowling held little threat, Ganguly had to concentrate hard. Temperatures were close to 45 degrees centigrade.
That's taken on the full and put away.
It is very difficult, especially when it goes beyond certain limits. Then it really starts telling on the physical side as well as the mental side. But you really got to, press into your reserves, and you've got to be aware that this is possible and my concentration is going to be affected by it, and actually guard against that. So you've been very conscious of the fact that not only are you fighting the opposition, but you're also fighting the elements today, and fashion your technique around it.
The people of Ahmedabad had converged in huge numbers and started counting down the milestones.
He's played it away fine. And that's 150 for Sachin Tendulkar.
And that's 4. Short and wide.
As Ganguly got closer, the tension was palpable.
Was there a bit of bat on it?
But the century would come.
Oh, it's out there, and it's away to the boundary for 4. Ganguly has scored his 7th Test century to go with 10 half-centuries and the 3rd century of this Indian innings.
Ganguly reached his 700 in Test match cricket in fine style. He played shots all around the wicket, but one of the features of this innings was, as always, his cover driving. It was a treat to the eye.
Another feature was his partnership with Tendulkar. The duo came together at 182. Now, 234 runs later, they were still together.
They've had a lot of partnerships opening the innings in one-day matches. So it was good to see them, Ganguly and Tendulkar, put together a big partnership in Test matches in Ahmedabad, and the crowd in Ahmedabad is one of the craziest kind you'll ever get. There's a lot of frenzy, cricket frenzy there, and two of India's best batsmen were seen there for a long time. So it was great for the state of Gujarat that Ganguly also found form along with Tendulkar.
They understand each other's game quite well. They have, I think I can say that they have grown together now. They have been in the Indian side for the past 6-7 years. So they understand, they know each other's game, and they know quite well, especially Saurav knows as to when is the time to rotate the strike and when is the time to take charge. So it's quite easy for him to bat when Sachin is around.
The 100 was in the bag, but the entertainment wasn't over.
Beautiful stroke. Good timing. It's got onto the net area, so it'll race away. It's quick outfield anyway. Welcome to the fray, Mr. Harris.
Just watch how low he gets onto that drive. Look at that head. Picks up the gap.
That's a very good shot because there was absolutely no pace on that delivery. Astle took everything out of it.
Finally, after adding 281 with his skipper and denying the Kiwis a wicket for 79 overs, Ganguly was out.
Gone. They've broken the partnership at last. Astle has done it again. Ganguly looking to hit down the ground. The bottom hand came into play.